Namaste everyone. Today we are going to discuss solution for assignment 1, or we can say that worksheet 1 for number system. The first question in the problem was write the correct answer in each of the following. So we have given some options and those options we have to choose the correct answer. First question is the decimal representation of rational number cannot be. Now the options are terminating, non-terminating, repeating and non-terminating, non-repeating. This first option is terminating. Okay, so decimal representation of rational number cannot be. Decimal number of rational number we know the number which are in the form of p upon q. Now when the number is in the form of p upon q and we find its decimal representation, then that decimal representation can be terminating, okay, can be non-terminating, repeating. So here the option non-terminating, non-repeating is the correct answer, because all the rational numbers, when we convert them in decimal form, they are either terminating or they are non-terminating, repeating. Here the question is the decimal representation of rational number cannot be. So it cannot be non-terminating, non-repeating. Non-terminating, non-repeating, we know that irrational numbers, when we represent them in decimal form, they are non-terminating, non-repeating. Second, the decimal expansion of root 2 is. So root 2, it is irrational number. So its decimal expansion will be non-terminating, non-repeating, or we can say that non-terminating, non-recurring. So your answer for this question B will be option 4, which is non-terminating, non-recurring. Now see the third question. A rational number between root 2 and root 3 is. Now we want a rational number. This first option, it is irrational, so this could not be answered. The second will also be irrational, as this is root 2 into root 3, which is root 6. Root 6 is irrational. This is root 2 plus root 3, as addition of two irrational number is irrational, so this is irrational, this is irrational. 1.5. So for that, if you want to check whether this is a number between these two numbers, we should know what is the approximate value of root 2. Do you know what is the approximate value of root 2? It is 1.414 ... Okay, the rest number you can find out, but initial 2-3 digits are 1.414, and for root 3 it is 1.732. So between root 2 and root 3, if I want to find a rational number, it will be between 1.414 and 1.732. So between 1.414 and 1.732, the decimal number is 1.5. So correct answer is 1.5. Now let us see the second question. Find the value of a in the following. So what we will do here, we will first rationalize the denominator and I will convert this in this form, and then I will compare both the sides. So 6 upon 3 root 2 minus 2 root 3, this is given as 3 root 2 minus a root 3. On the left hand side, what we do, we rationalize the denominator. I hope you know how to rationalize the denominator. To rationalize the denominator, we multiply and divide by 3 root 2 plus 2 root 3. We also divide by 3 root 2 plus 2 root 3. So if I multiply and divide by same number, there is no effect in the ratio. On the right hand side, it is 3 root 2 minus a root 3. Now on the left hand side, we have 6 into inside bracket we have 3 root 2 plus 2 root 3, and in denominator a minus b into a plus b will become a square minus b square. So this is 3 root 2 the whole square minus 2 root 3 the whole square, and on the right hand side we have 3 root 2 minus a root 3. So here this is 6 into 3 root 2 plus 2 root 3 whole divided by 3 root 2 the whole square is 3 3 the 9, 9 2 the 18 minus 2 to the 4, 4 3 the 12, and on right hand side we have 3 root 2 minus a root 3. So on simplification here we get 6 into 3 root 2 plus 2 root 3 whole divided by 18 minus 12 is 6. On this side we have 3 root 2 minus a root 3. This 6 and this 6 will cancel. So we will get 3 root 2 plus 2 root 3 is equals to 3 root 2 minus a root 3. 3 root 2 and 3 root 2 same terms on both the sides, they will cancel. So I have 2 root 3 is equals to a root 3 minus a root 3. So what I will do, I will bring this minus root 3 on left hand side. So I will get 2 root 3 divided by minus root 3 is equals to a. So root 3 will cancel and I will get minus 2 is equals to a. So therefore the value of a is minus 2. Right? I hope you understand how to solve this problem, how to find the value of a. What you have to do, if denominator is an irrational number, then you have to rationalize. And for rationalization, if there is only one term which is irrational, then what we do, we multiply by that irrational number. Numerator and denominator both we multiply by that irrational number and we get rational number in the denominator. But if the denominator is in the form of a minus b or a plus b, then what we do, if it is in the form of a minus b, we multiply and divide by a plus b, and if the denominator is in the form of a plus b, we multiply and divide by a minus b. So by that, if you calculate, you will get the answer. Now third question is, represent under root 5.6 on the number line. Now to represent under root 5.6 on number line, when we have to represent irrational number, then what we do, there are two type of irrational number. One is like root 2, okay, root 3, root 5. So to represent them on number line, we have one method, right? Like if we have to represent root 2 on number line, then what we do, we draw one unit along the line and one unit perpendicular to this, and we draw this diagonal. So by Pythagoras theorem, this is 1 and this is 1. So by Pythagoras, this diagonal will become root 2. And then we draw one arc, and this arc gives us the distance of root 2 on the number line. This is when our irrational numbers are like 2, 3, 5 and so on. But here our rational number is 5.6, okay, that we have to represent on number line. So for that, what we will do, we will first draw a distance of 5.6. So suppose this AB is 5.6. Then we extend this AB up to point C. Now this point C is 1 unit. So we extend this AB by 1 unit. Then I will draw the perpendicular bisector of this AC. I want to find the midpoint of this AC. So for that, I will first draw perpendicular bisector. You know how to draw perpendicular bisector? You take A as center, take an arc of radius more than half of this AC. So you can take distance suppose from here to here. Then taking point A as center, you draw one arc on this upper side and one arc on the lower side. So taking A as center, we draw one arc on upper side and lower side. With the same radius, I take C as center and cut this arc. So it will cut like this. Then with a very light pencil, I will draw a line which will cut this AC at some point, say at point M. Now taking this M as center and this MA as radius, I will draw a semicircle. So with your rounder, you can draw a semicircle, something like this. Now at point B, I will draw a perpendicular. So I hope you know how to draw a perpendicular at point B, right? So to draw perpendicular at point B, we have two methods. One is that I will draw an arc, okay, say like this, I will draw an arc. Then with the same radius, I take this point as center and cut one arc and two arcs. Now each arc represents 60 degrees. So I will find the midpoint of these 2 points by putting my rounder at this point, and I will draw one arc like this, and from here I will cut the same arc and then join this point with this point. That will give me angle of 90 degrees. So this is one way. Other way of drawing perpendicular is, I will show here. So suppose at this point I have to draw perpendicular, then what I will do, with the rounder I will take some radius and cut one arc on this side and this side. Then I will choose this point as center. I will take radius slightly more than half, okay, or more than half I will say, and then cut one arc on this side. With the same radius, I take this as a center and cut, okay, and I will join this point with this. So this will also be a 90 degree. So these are two methods by which we can draw perpendicular, we can draw 90 degree. Now after drawing 90 degree, where it cut this arc, I will mark this point as say D, okay. This distance BD will be equal to root of 5.6. So this BD distance is root 5.6. If you have any question how we got this distance as root 5.6, you can revise our lecture. The lectures you can see on the YouTube. I have put all the lectures for number system on YouTube. There you can see the video, and we have discussed in detail how we can draw, okay, numbers like root 5.6 on number line. Now this distance BD is equal to root 5.6. Now if I have to draw this root 5.6 on number line, what I will do, I will extend this line, okay, I will consider this as origin, and then I will take this OD or BD distance as radius and draw an arc. Now where it cut this number line, okay, that point will give me, suppose this is D and suppose this is D dash, then this OD dash will be equals to under root of 5.6. So here they have not asked us to explain how this distance is root 5.6, only they ask us to represent root 5.6 on number line. So the major problem is to draw this diagram. Now here in the beginning itself you could have named this point as O, because now you understand that this should be your origin. So you could have named this point as O, then you have taken 1 centimeter and then done this whole construction. I hope you understand how to draw root 5.6 on number line. Okay, for practice you can take some other distance like 7.5 and represent square root of 7.5 on the number line. Now let us see next question, question number 4. Here we have to simplify 1 power 3 plus 2 power 3 plus 3 power 3 the whole power half. So simple question. What we do, 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube, the whole power 1 by 2. First I simplify the bracket. Now 1 cube is 1, 2 cube is 8, 3 cube is 3 3 is 9, 9 3 is 27, the whole power 1 by 2. Now this 1 plus 8 is 9, 9 plus 27, so 7 plus 9, 6, so I get 36. Now 36 power 1 by 2, that means I want square root of 36. So what is square root of 36? Square root of 36 is 6. Okay, square root of 36 is plus or minus 6. So the simplification of 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube, the whole power 1 by 2 is plus or minus 6. Next question, question number 5. We have to express 0.6 plus 0.7 bar plus 0.47 bar in the form of P upon Q. So individually first we will find what is the value of 0.6 in the form of P upon Q. So 0.6 is equal to 6 divided by 10. Then for 0.7 we consider let x is equals to 0.7 bar. Then if I find 10x, it will become 7.7 bar. 7.7 bar means 7 plus 0.7 bar. Now 0.7 bar is x, so our 10x is 7 plus x. Therefore this x, when I bring on left hand side, I get 10x minus x equal to 7. Now 10x minus x is 9x. 9x is 7 upon 10. 9x is equals to 7. 9x is equals to 7. So I will say the value of here 9x is 7. Therefore the value of x I will get as 7 upon 9. So the value of x is 7 upon 9. Now y. I will consider let y equal to 0.47 bar. Now bar is on 7. So here again in the same way I can find 100y or I can find 10y. So if I write 10y, I will get 4.7 bar. Now 4.7 bar means 4.7777 like that. Here y is 0.47 bar. So this can be written as, this is 4 plus 0.7 bar. This can be written as 4 plus 0.7 bar. So 7 bar means 0.7777. So that I can write as 0. I want in terms of 4. So I will write this as 0.3 plus 0.47 bar. Okay, like this we can write. So it becomes 10y is equals to 4.3 plus 0.47 bar is again your y. So therefore we get 9y is equals to 4.3, and that gives me the value of y as 4.3 upon 9, which is equals to 43 upon 9. Now 4 plus 3 is 7. So 7 is not divisible, sorry, upon 90 is not divisible by 3. So we cannot divide with 3. So this is value of y. So therefore the whole value, which is 0.6 plus 0.7 bar, 0.7 bar plus 0.47 bar, this will become equal to 6 upon 10 plus 0.7 bar. So 0.7 bar, I will say 0.7 bar, it is 7 upon 9 plus this is 43 upon 90. Now I will find LCM of denominator. So LCM is 90. So what I will do, I will multiply this 6 upon 10 by 9 to make denominator 90 plus this 7 upon 9 I will multiply and divide by 10 to make the denominator 90 plus 43 upon 90. Now this is 6 times the 54 upon 90 plus 10 7 the 70 upon 90 plus 43 upon 90. Now their addition is 4 plus 3 7, 4 plus 3 7, 4 plus 5 9, 9 plus 7 16, so 167 upon 90. Okay, so this is your representation of 0.6 plus 0.7 bar plus 0.47 bar in form of P upon Q. Now this 0.47 bar, there is one more method which I prefer, is that I will write first x, here we have taken y, I could take as x is equals to 0.47 bar. Then what I do, I first find 10x, which is 4.7 bar. Then what I do, then I consider 100x. So this 100x will be 47.7 bar. Then what I do, I will subtract this 10x from this 100x. So on right hand side it is 47.7 bar minus 4.7 bar. So this gives us 43. And on left hand side we have 90x. So 90x is 43. Therefore x is 43 upon 90. So by the above method also we have got 43 upon 90, and by this method we are getting 43 upon 90. So any way you can use, okay, you can do the problem. I hope you got the answer how to solve this. Now let us solve this final question. A is given 5 plus 2 root 6 and B is given 1 upon A. We have to find the value of A square plus B square. Now A, so I know 5 plus 2 root 6, okay. So let us first find the value of B. B is 1 upon A, that is 1 upon 5 plus 2 root 6. This will become 1 upon 5 plus 2 root 6. I will rationalize it. 5 minus 2 root 6 divide 5 minus 2 root 6. This will give me the value of B as 5 minus 2 root 6 whole divided by A plus B into A minus B is A square, that is 5 square minus B square 2 root 6 the whole square. This is equals to 5 minus, so here we have 5, so I will take 5 minus 2 root 6 and whole divided by 5 5 is 25 minus 2 to the 4, 4 into 6. So 4 into 6 is 24. So this is 5 minus 2 root 6 upon 25 minus 24 is 1. So 5 minus 2 root 6 is the value of B. Now we have to find A square plus B square. So A square plus B square. The value of A is 5 plus 2 root 6. The value of A is 5 plus 2 root 6. So we have A square, that is 5 plus 2 root 6 square, plus B square, that is 5 minus 2 root 6 the whole square. Here we get 5 5 is 25 plus A square plus 2AB. So that will give me 2 into 5 into 2 root 6 plus B square. So square of 2 is 4 and square root of root 6 is 6, plus here I have 25 minus 2 into 5 into 2 root 6 plus 4 into 6. So here we get 25 plus 5 to the 10 to the 20, 20 root 6 plus 6 for the 24 plus 25 minus 20 root 6 plus 24. this 20 root 6 and minus 20 root 6 will cancel. So our final answer is 25 plus 24 plus 25 plus 24. So this gives me answer as 25 plus 25 is 50, 24 plus 24 is 48. Okay, so final answer 8, 5 plus 4 is 9. So 50 plus 48 is 98. So this is the value of a square plus b square. I hope you understand all the questions, how we solve each and every problem. So fifth problem, value of a is given, value of b is given. Sometime what happens that you try to find the value of b square as 1 upon 5 plus 2 root 6 the whole square. That will make your calculation complicated. Okay, if you do that way, then also you will arrive at the same answer which I have got, which is 98. Okay, but as your calculation will become complicated, there are lot of chances that you will make some mistake in between and you will come to an answer which is different from what we have got. Okay, so understand how I am rationalizing the terms first and then calculating. So in the same way you have to do. Okay, so I hope you understand all the 6 questions. Yes, thank you.